Good day everyone. My name is Nerlyn Garay, and for today I'm going to tackle about the Noli Tangere and the Philippine Revolution.
Though Jose Rizal was not directly involved in the Philippine Revolution, his writings are often cited as part of the inspiration for it. And while Noli Tangere is set before the revolution, understanding the revolution can help one comprehend the issues at hand in the novel. Noli Tangere served as one of the inspirations of the Filipinos to deeply understand, open the hearts and minds of the natives to the sickness that the Spanish rulers are doing. Thus, Rizal offered up a devastating critique of the society under the Spanish colonial rule, since he was known as the most prominent member of the propaganda movement, which is led by writers of Filipino descent in Europe who used literature to criticize their society. Historians have argued that the revolution truly began with the construction of the Suez Canal in 1869, which gave some Filipinos access to Europe and acquired new ideas of freedom. As a result, Filipinos returned home questioning Spanish rule. In 1872, there was a small revolt in the Cavite province, which launched the revolutionary cause, the Cavite Mutiny of 1872. The Philippine Revolution lasted from 1896 to 1898 and diminished Spanish influence in the Philippines, but did not fully eliminate outside influence from the islands. The said revolt was led by Emilio Aguinaldo, and this revolt carried the Filipinos to an anticipated war with Spain and the United States. In 1872, a small revolt, which was the Cavite Mutiny, set off the revolutionary cause. The mutiny was rapidly crushed by the Spanish and was used as an excuse to increase repression of any revolutionary activity. However, this repression only made the revolutionary cause stronger. Three priests, widely known as the Gomborza, namely Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, and Jacinto Zamora, were accused of being the mastermind of the said mutiny and were punished by means of strangulation that leads to the Philippine Revolution of 1896. In 1892, Andres Bonifacio founded the Revolutionary Society, the Katipunan in Manila, and rose to 100,000 in the next 4 years. Katipunan is a fraternal brotherhood of Filipino nationalists committed to independence. In 1896, the armed struggle began in Manila and spread quickly throughout the country that made Bonifacio called for an armed rebellion. Though Rizal had never advocated for such a thing, he was executed for treason, accusing that he attempts to overthrow the Spanish government late that year, which outraged the Filipinos. In the beginning of 1872, the leadership of the revolution was passed to Emilio Aguinaldo. He defeated Spanish forces in several battles, thus having Bonifacio arrested and executed in 1897 for supposed sedition. At the end of 1897, the Pact of Biak-na-Bato temporarily ended the conflict, exiling Aguinaldo and other revolutionary leaders to Hong Kong and promising significant reforms to Spanish rule. Biak-na-Bato was signed on December 15, 1897. It created a truce between Spanish colonial governor General Fernando Primo de Rivera and the revolutionary leader Emilio Aguinaldo to end the Philippine Revolution. Aguinaldo bought arms in Hong Kong, but the promised reforms did not materialize. It was not materialized because the Filipinos and the Spaniards did not trust each other, leading to the continuous clashes between the two groups, even after Aguinaldo's departure from the country. The Spanish did not pay the entire agreed amount of 800,000 in Mexican peso. Some Filipino generals did not believe of the sincerity of the Spaniards and refused to surrender their arms. When the United States and Spain went to war over Cuba, the Philippines joined the side of the United States. On June 12, 1898, Aguinaldo declared independence of the Philippine Islands and became the president in January 1899. The Filipinos believed that the defeat of Spain would lead to a free Philippines, but the United States refused to recognize the new government. Outraged by the betrayal, the Philippine Republic declared war against the United States, which is known as the Philippine-American War. And by the end of the Philippine-American War on 1902, 40,000 Filipinos and 4,000 American soldiers died.